Fire escape engineers. We're here at the Vista Garden Apartments. This is another grouping of escapes and platforms. So we have those up there, those in that corner. This whole entire system walks all the way across. We need to find out from the inspector if these are part of the inspection. Usually they are. All exterior steel or wooden stairs, egresses must be inspected. That one up there, those in the corner, and those over there are again part of this walkthrough to properly bid the project. Fire escape engineers, we're here in Lodi, Vista Gardens. Some additional fire escapes right here that need to be inspected, as well as this one on this side. Again, we're gonna, in preparation of whether or not they want certified repairs or they want load tests on these, needs to be discussed with the inspector. And let's take a look in the back here, see if there's any fire escapes in the back. Yep, just some balconies, wooden balconies. These also need to be discussed with the inspector. Seems to be 1, 2, and 2 more way down there. So like 4 on the back here. Again, all wood structures with metal rails. Fire escape engineers, we're here in Lodi, Vista Gardens. Some additional wood structures, walking platforms that are part of the main egress. Big long complex here, and a lot of this is wood with steel rails and upper balconies, as you can see. So this needs to be discussed again with the inspector as to whether or not any and all these need to be part of the test, and that will be whether all exterior steel or wooden stairs, platforms, balconies need to be inspected. So we need to speak with the inspector about that. Fire escape engineers, we're here at Vista Gardens in Lodi. These are all the fire escapes that we're looking at. That on the back. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then over here we've got some more wood structures. Waiting balconies, combination of wood decking with metal railings on this structure here. And I believe there's fire escapes on the back of this structure here, so let's take a look. Okay, on the back side of this building, we do have fire escape structures here. So there's another 2 right here. Fire escapes there. No fire escapes down that way. Oh, there's a fire escape on the back, which we need to talk about. On the back side, nothing. But on this back side, there is something on this fire escape. It looks like there's some additional ones tucked into that corner. So all these need to be assessed as to how many total fire escapes it's going to be and how many wood fire escapes this is going to be. Here's another one. This, because of the river here, we do get, nope, this is actually part of the other fire escapes I already looked at. I already came and looked at these, part of the fire, so we're good. Again, Lodi, Fire escape engineers. Fire escape engineers, inspector summary video. We're here in Lodi, Vista Gardens. What we have here is a fire escape, similar to the very first one that you saw. What we have is original hardware on the fire escape. This fire escape is 25 years old, plus minus, all welded. Missing pieces, obviously, you know, the clips at the bottom of the stringers are not there, so we need those in. Modified ladders. These ladders look like they came in after the fact, and but they're too far away from for a child to get to. So we need to either remove that piece of rail and put it on the opposite side so that you have a 2-foot opening there, so you can get access to the ladder. Otherwise, it's difficult for a child to get there. A lot of the welds need to be either verified in or X-rayed for visual verification, and that's on both sides of these. So whatever I said on one side is pretty much the exact same thing on the other side. And or just to nullify them. You know, if you get a typical connection here, which I'll show you in a second, is a lot of these welds look very good. So once you verify the welds, you don't need to do anything other than if you can't verify, pop a bolt. Pop a bolt back there, do a pull test on that through bolt, pop a bolt up there, or verify that that connection and that weld is good. But then when you start getting to the rest of it, you're going to see water penetrating in those connections in there. Those definitely going to need some bolts. So verify the connection. The issue is you have to find out whether or not this fire escape has lead. Anything older than 1978 is presumed to have lead. So we need to find out the date of this fabrication of these stairs, and if they don't have any lead, you can do some welding repairs. But again, welding repairs are temporary, and unless you seal them, we have some problems. So like that connection there needs a bolt. That connection up there needs a bolt, because even if you weld it today, 5, 10, 15 years from now, you're going to question it again. So bolting is the preferred way of repairing. See that connection right there? We need to verify that that bolt is in good condition, but you see all the tears coming down out of it. So a lot of times verify the connection or rebolt it and then seal it, because if you don't seal these things, welded connected fire escapes tear apart. We need to do a pull test, or we need to duplicate that connection into the wall. So either verify or pull test, do a pull test on that rod there, just to verify that it's in good order. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that needs to be sealed. Yes, all the treads. 100% of all the treads right now have some water coming in from the top. So you need to do these are all hex head bolts, and they're not square head bolts. So we know they're probably around 25 years old. They should be good, but you need to seal the tops of all these treads, because water is getting in on every one of these. And then after you unscrew a couple of these bolts and verify that they're all still in good condition, just leave them there, seal it, and both this fire escape and this fire escape has the same issues as the very first fire escape report that we put together. Any questions? Fire escape engineers, Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333. Fire escape engineers, inspector summary video. Here we are in Lodi, and this is the apartments. First one to note, again, this is going to be exactly like the very first fire escape we did. Fire escapes are 25. I think they were put in 1975, so these are 30 to 40 years old. We do have a little bit of damage on this one from a truck hit, so that needs to be unbent. But again, similar situation in all the fire escapes. Again, getting back to, that you can't have that ladder be so far away. It's very difficult for a child to make their way over there to that ladder. So that needs to be modified so that there's an opening straight to the ladder. Again, in all welded fire escape, the bottoms are not properly tied in, as you can see there. So we're just repeating ourselves. We're going to have to verify any unknowns, including the welds. Slight modification of nullifying some of these concerns with a bolt will basically get these fire escapes ready for a load test. And in lieu of a load test, this certification, once this fire escape has been brought up and certified and reinforced, then we don't need to do a load test again. But it's still the call of the city official whether or not that's going to happen. Every one of these bolts seem to be in good condition. I've got a few little tears here and there, but once we do a testing, back up some of these bolts, and if they're good, leave them alone. But the other thing too, on top, make sure you seal. Every welded joint on this fire escape should be sealed with 50-year silicone. Otherwise, every 5 years when you have to do a load test, it becomes an unknown. So verify, seal it all up. After everything gets secured and rebolted with clips, just make sure you seal it with 50-year silicone. The fire escapes do not need any paint jobs. There's enough paint on them now, but spot painting is all you're going to need in order to make this fire escape pass. But I would recommend that as a separate price. Any and all vendors price this thing out, include a painting as a separate price, to be done now or to be done sometime in the near future, within the next few years. Any questions? Fire escape engineers, Inspector summary video, Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333.